Hi Rakesh, how are you?
Hi sir, I'm fine sir. What about you sir?
I am good. What about how was today?
It's going sir. Well, it's a
Any
fine day.
it was fine day. Any special thing you did today?
Uh, no sir, actually I have a puja in my home, so I was busy in that.
Okay, all right. So Rakesh, from where you belong?
So I belong to Jammu and Kashmir, the city of Jammu.
Okay, all right. Just tell me about yourself.
So okay, so first of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Rakesh Igwal and I am from Jammu and Kashmir sir, the city Jammu. So I have done my 10th and 12th from state board itself with 69.4 and 82.2% respectively. Thereafter, I moved to Coimbatore Institute of Technology for my BTech in Mechanical Engineering in Tamil Nadu. So talking about my achievements, I was a NCC cadet. I have NCC B certificate during my 12th, and I was the sports captain, that volleyball team captain during my college time. So talking about my family, I belong to a nuclear family. My father is, I have one siblings. My father is a shopkeeper, and my mother is homemaker.
All
That's all
right.
about me. Sir.
Okay, all right. What motivates you to join Merchant Navy?
Okay. So during my college, I wanted to. So during my college time, I wanted to do something different from my mates, as many of guys from going to field in the design department only. So I was the one who wanted to do something different. So at that time, a college senior who is in Merchant Navy, he came to our college for a seminar. At that time, he told us about the exposure and the responsibility that we get on the ship. Like we have to manage the people from different nationalities, and we have to troubleshoot the problems. That's inspired me a lot to research about this field. And overall, I think that this is the best. Uh, this is the sorry. This is the क्या बोलते हैं इसको? This is the best field for me to join.
All
Well,
right.
about my by my interest, by skills.
That's great. What are the things you don't like in Merchant Navy career?
Uh, there is not specifically I don't like, but something like we have to stay away from the family, and like very long contracts. That's only, and nothing much.
So
Like I
how you
hate in
gonna
the.
tackle that?
As I told you that I was in NCC, so I don't have any problem. Like I used to stay away from my family for 2 months, and in college time I was a uh, hostler. So that's not gonna that difficult for me.
Living in hostel and living on the ship is different thing. There you can face seasickness, and also you will be the junior, so there may be chances that you don't get like treatment like you want. You may be thrust.
Yeah. So as I told you, I was in the NCC. So there are so many officers. They treated us like as there is also a junior and senior. Uh, so I know how to tackle that situations. And about the seasickness, yeah, it's okay. I used to do river rafting, so I don't have any
You don't think that
much
you are
this.
going to face that much difficulties in that.
Yes, sir. I
Okay.
don't think so.
So why Anglo-Eastern? You could have managed to go in any field,
Yeah, so actually, as
any
I
subject.
uh, as I search about so many colleges during my college time, so uh, I got to know about the Anglo-Eastern, as they have so many vessels, like different types of vessels, and we can get to experience from different vessels. And the most important thing is that they have their treaters. They treated their employees as a family member. Like they have this time on, sign off, and sign on. That's what.
Okay. When you have passed out your mechanical?
So in May 2022.
From the last 1 year, what are you doing?
So actually, before I was working in a company called Sterlite. It's a telecommunication company. There I have to manage the people. A group of team is there. I have to manage that people according to the work.
So why are you leaving that thing?
As my main focus is on the merchant navy. So as I was in the this field now, so I am not giving more time to my studies. That my long term goal is somewhat. I think that it is not gonna, if I doing the same job, it will affect my study. So I decided to do the full time on my studies, and first I joined the merchant navy, and that is my full time
Okay, all right.
professions.
So if I have to ask you, what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses?
So strengths and weaknesses. Okay. So as I was in NCC, so I know how to be in a discipline, how to motivate yourself, and how to be in a very how to be motivated and how to be a confident. Like we have so many that group discussions in the NCC, so I know how to be a self motivated and confident. And from my job experience, I know how to learn how to get to manage the people like juniors and seniors. As I was the senior in my team, so I know how to deal with the juniors, and
Ho-
how to deal with the seniors also.
Okay, so how to deal with the seniors?
Like if they ask you some work, like you have to do it on a proper way and on the timings.
Sometime, and how to deal with the juniors?
Like if in my case, in my job profession, so there was a guy. He always wanted to leave. So he always wanted to leave after 2 or 3 days. He come and ask me, sir, can I get a leave for 2 days? Can I get a leave for one day? So I every time I just ask him, just wait for till the 3 o'clock, and I will leave you after that. Actually, he is a drunk guy, so I have to take care of that. So, but I leave him at 5 at the company timing, because I don't have much that I don't have much. Uh, Sorry, I'm not able to recall that word. Okay,
Go ahead.
I'm not able to that give him the timings that you will leave at 3 or you will leave at 2 p.m. Because there
So
is a
you were
company.
strict on that, and
Yeah.
and you by using that technique, by being strict,
Yes.
you
Yes.
take out your work from there.
Yes, sir.
So, as a senior, what are the tactics one should use to take out the work, to get the work done for a team?
From the team, nobody wants that he will be on the work for 9 to 8 and 9 to 9, like 12 or 13 hours, 11 or 12. So I will do that one technique that if some low work is there, I have some concession to the workers, that you will come after 11 o'clock, or you will after come at 12 according to the work. Like if there is more work, I will call them in the early. So at this tactics, they are okay. They are very good with me. Like they get the leave on the time, they get the lunch on time. Like other members are there, other teams are there. They even don't get the lunch on time. Their seniors are not very uh, interacted with them. So they just ask them, go first do the work,
So you
then
are
you will
saying
go
that
to.
you will make such a bond that that is
Yes, sir.
in that is kind of win-win situation. If you find any low time, any time that you can give them some exertion, some
Yes, sir.
relaxation,
Yes.
then you use that for bond. And anytime you feel like you can get some work extra from them, then you use that you can use that tactics. You mean that?
Yes, sir.
All
Yes, sir.
right, nice.
Yes, sir.
So you know that in this field you don't have to be away from the family, you have to be far 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 away from the family and for a longer period of time. So there may be chances on board ship something happens and you feel lonely less because of working with the multinational company, because of lack of communication and other thing, because of groupism and all. So how you gonna tackle that loneliness in this career?
Yes, sir. Okay. First, I wanted to tell you that being work with the multinational crew is like not an difficult task for me, as I was from north. So I go to the South Farmer College. So there is a much difference in languages. So from the after 12th or after 11th itself, I wanted to do something different from everyone. So if there is a multinational crew, I would be enjoy to work with them. And about the loneliness, I don't think so. I get that because I am just uh, away from my family from the starting itself, like from the eighth or ninth itself. And I used to come from like in the college after 10 or 10th month or year, I go to home, going back to home. So I don't think so. There is some loneliness or something like that.
All right. So Rakesh,
Yes, sir.
if I have to ask you, when was the last time you felt emotional, you felt like cry?
Uh, it's not about the cry or something like that, but I have my teary eyes. Like I was in like after the college, I was working with a NGO called Gorakshak. So during the pandemic, there is a situation called what was that? It's
Rakesh, talk to me while seeing me.
sorry, sir. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So actually, after the college, I was in an NGO. So at that time, there is a there is a situation called lumpy diseases. So that NGO work for the calves or buffaloes or cows. So at that time, a new joiner came. We had a patient called Nandini. She's a cow calf. Okay. At the time, a new joiner came, and she, that joiner is like a female. She used to feed the that Nandini with different medicine. Actually, she don't know what to feed them in that period. So she used to feed them something is there we call medicine. Actually, we have the proper doctors for that. They come and give the medicines to that. But that new joiner doesn't know about the rules and the rules NGO. So she give him some medicines, and later after 2 or 3 days, we just that Nandini that just fell sick and die. So at that time, we have a very emotional moment. Like we never used to deal with that situation. So from that, I tell them the NGO members like we have to make a separate positions for everyone. Like we have to make a rule that no new joiner or the before one, like previous joiner, like who already working in NGO, they don't give the medicines to uh, that cows or buffaloes. If
Okay.
something mishappens, we will call the doctors and they will take care of that.
So basically, you are animal loving person. So you are having pet also.
uh, no, sir.
What do you think adopting a stray dog instead of buying some foreign national breed dog?
Yes,
Which
actually,
you
I
will
belong.
prefer adopting some breed from other parts of the country, from or stray dogs?
So stray dogs. Actually, I belong to that village. So we have so many stray dogs here. We used to feed them. We are
Okay.
feeding them with chapatis or breads. Like,
If you have to take a position that people should adopt stray dog or the different breed dogs, that what is your position on this?
so I think we have to that take care of the stray dogs. Like if you are taking
Somebody, like, if suppose somebody don't like stray dog, then how you are going to impose your thoughts on
oh,
them, like if someone likes the Pomerian, someone likes Labrador.
yeah, but that's their choice. But I don't tell someone to just to adopt the
Mm,
stray dogs. It's their choice. They can adopt the breeds, and they like if they are adopting the breed, they have to take care of the stray dog also. Like if they are good animal lovers,
mm.
they used to feed the stray dogs also. That's my point.
They should also feed stray dogs at the same time.
Yes, sir.
Whatever. Okay, so Rakesh, why should I ask you among all of the students that is sitting outside?
Mm,
What is
okay.
special in you?
So, so selecting me or not selecting me is totally depend upon you. But I told you that I was in NCC, so I know how to be in a discipline on the ship and on the in the senior or junior relation. So I think first thing to learn is the discipline. If you have the discipline, you will learn quickly. And second thing is like team spirit. I was in volleyball team captain during my college time, so I know how to be a team spirit guy. Like if something mishappens in the engine room or on ship, like we use, I know how to be in a team and work with them. So that I think make me different from every other guys. And if I am in discipline, I will be a very good guy for the company
Okay.
in future also. Okay.
What if I don't select you?
I will sure, like I was previously rejected 2 times. This is my third time, so I will come again and fight for this next batch.
Oh,
As
you
I leave my job for this profession, so I am very pretty sure that I will be going in this profession only.
so you desperately want this to get into this profession.
Yeah, sir. Not desperately, but I wanted to work with in this profession.
Thank God you didn't say desperately, because desperation of anything, it is not a good thing. You can do what is in your hand, then up to rest up to.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So Rakesh,
Yes, sir.
what kind of person you are?
So first of all, discipline, motivated,
Yes,
and a like a spiritual person.
spiritual. What spiritual person mean to be? Being a spiritual person is what? What makes you
Like I
different from other
used
people?
to no different from other people. I used to do worship regularly. I think I used like from last 3 months. I'm just listening the podcast stuff only that Ramayana and Rams and other gods. So now I am just be in a spiritual line.
Okay. Do you meditate also?
No, sir,
Spiritual people do meditate.
but I don't. Like I am very new in this field, so I don't.
Okay. Okay.
I
So
will
you
do
are
it later.
later. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what meditation is?
No, sir, I don't know about this.
All right. So, if I have to ask you, any best memory of your life
It's memory of my life.
that can you
Okay.
that you can tell me?
So best memory of my life is when I was in my first year during my college time. So from last 4 years, uh, some senior is there. He is our volleyball team captain.
Mm,
So and from that 4 year, we are not getting any trophy or medals in the this in our college inter college teams that uh, inter college team participating is there, like some tournaments is there in from the colleges. So we are not even winning the one from last 4 years. So after in first year, I go to the volleyball team and they choose me as a captain. At that time, in 6 months, we got 3 trophies, and we are the first one in the Coimbatore that gets the highest point in the volleyball team, highest in the volleyball matches during our inter college. Like there are so many colleges participating in, and we are the one that are leading with a very high points. So that was a very good memory for me.
oh, all right.
Like I am leading that team.
So, Rakesh,
So
can you describe a time when you had to work in a team to solve a problem?
like on my job profession, like after the college, I have my job profession that we have the daily different uh, team challenges. Like you, there are so many work on the international, like on the national road, like national highways going on there. At there, the network line for army is there. So if by any chance it cuts, so we have to work as a team member and resupplies it, so that the army network didn't get affected.
All right. Mm, how do you prioritize and manage your workload when facing multiple tasks or deadlines?
So actually, this is somewhat difficult, and this is I consider as my weakness also. Like
Mm,
I am not a guy that who works with so many uh, tasks at a particular time. So for that, I do one thing that I write the uh, task on a paper according to the prioritize it. So then later I did it
So you will
like one by one.
give priority one by one, the
Yeah,
most
I
priority.
give priority to the work and then I did it.
Okay,
That's a strategy I am trying.
all right. So, since you are going in this career, in this profession, you have to be work in an environment there. You have to be deal with the seniors. So, how will you deal with the bad seniors on board ship?
So as this is something I have to be in mind that I am not going with the same senior for longer period of time. It's just a time period for 6 months or more than maximum 8 months. So in that time period, I have to be very good with that senior. Like if he asks some work, I have to give him that work in a proper time. So I think no one can be a very bad. If we are good, then everyone is good with us.
So, this is your thought process only.
Yes, sir.
Okay, best of luck for you. And
Thank you.
so, Rakesh,
Yes, sir.
what is your plan B if you do not manage to get into this career?
So really, I tell you something that I don't have a plan B
Why? Have you read that
because
thought
I
that losers have only plan B?
yes
Oh,
yes sir. But
really? This is not a
yes
very
sir.
kind of impragmatic thing.
Yeah, I can tell that, sir, but for me, there is no plan B. I want to be in this field. Like, if by any chance I am not going in this field, then I will think it about later. But currently, I don't have a plan B.
All right.